Top of the morning to you. Did I say that right? Yeah. It's supposed to be this, what is it, St. Patty's Day, and let's face it, I can't do the accent right, and I'm going to screw it up probably all day long.
Oh, my goodness. I tell you, I didn't put on my lips today. I didn't put on any jewelry, except for my diamonds that I've been wearing for the last, little bit. So I haven't been changing my earrings out. So I have my earrings on, forgot the necklace, forgot the rings. I would have forgotten my head if it wasn't attached to my body today. I forgot my crown.
Let me try to change our green down here.
Oh, look at you.
I think I could green it up a little bit. How's that?
It
is St. Patrick's Day. You're supposed to be wearing green. I have turquoise on. It's the closest thing I have to green. I know you got some green on.
Well, it was originally I was going to wear this dress on Saturday, and I switched it up, and so I wore my emerald green on Saturday with a little vest or a little 3/4 sleeve jacket. I got a lot of compliments on it because it's all glitzy and pretty, and so I decided I was going to wear this today. So it was just by fluke, truly. So. I know I was a little bit of a mess today. It's like I said, if it wasn't for my head being screwed on, I probably would have forgotten it. But I even forgot the drink. I had to go get it, but I did yesterday. I did cook. I made my pesto chicken, and today I actually made a pesto pasta. I was too tired yesterday. Didn't make the pasta yesterday. Decided to make it today. So and it was so easy to make. Now, y'all, you can make your own pesto. It's not that hard to make, but it does take a little bit of time. So what I did is I cheated. I got some creamy Genovese pesto from Barilla or Barilla, and I added, of course, to my pasta. After I had made the chicken, I added a little bit more olive oil. Then I added garlic and chopped onions. Once that got all sauteed, then I added the pesto. Then I added lemon juice. You can also add, if you wanted a little thinner pasta, you can also add, or sauce. You can do some stock, whether it be chicken or veggie. I didn't add any stock to it. I just used the lemon juice to this. And then I threw my pasta in there. It called for, I had seen a recipe on the Barilla website that it was the penne pasta. I decided to go with shells because that's what I had. And then I made a chicken pesto.
Yep.
And that one also I added lemon to it.
How did you do your chicken? I'm curious.
I just did it a stovetop. So I did what I did with the pesto is that I mixed pesto, olive oil, and lemon juice. Then I put in my chicken in there, and I smothered it for a little bit. I left it for like half hour. Then I cooked it. This is a thigh. It called for breast. I didn't have breast. I have thighs. I also had I removed the bone, so I made it boneless, but I left the skin on to cook it. Once it was cooked, I then removed the skin because I knew that pesto was going to be a little too much. And even though I cooked it slow, I knew it was going to be a little much. So I left the skin on, removed it. Then I added another little bit of a grill, and I reheated the sauce and threw it on top. So it's more of a hunter green, and then this is more of a green. And then you can also do the shaved Parmesan on top. I just did the regular Parmesan there. So that's how I did that.
Yeah.
I did eat
I took a chicken breast out and I literally just chopped it up, put some I have coconut oil in the pan. I literally fried it in the pan, just like cooked it in an open pan. And then I made the pasta. I had a bow tie pasta, so I just made some pasta and mixed the two together and added pesto. And I flavored it to taste and then let it sit on my counter. All right. I probably finished it about an hour ago.
Okay.
Let it sit on my counter, and then I basically heated it up just before we went live.
Right.
So, and really, I don't know what's yours. And of course, I tried to find my only green bowl. I had to go wash it because it was dirty. But I normally would seek out a spinach pasta, which would be green.
Right.
For this. I decided to go with this. So,
I'm gonna get a picture. So please show me.
all right, here we go.
Show me state.
Yeah, and wait, I mean, because I actually tried our drink, and I figured it out.
Oh, very cool. Tell me. Oh, it did come out emerald. Yes.
It was out emerald green. All right. So,
did you have lemon juice, which I do have? I had to have to go grab it, but I do have lemon juice.
So Gladys came up with this idea. She found it online. We don't remember where, but we found it that said if you mixed grape Gatorade with Kraken dark rum, it made it what was called an emerald green, and it had an emerald green color to it. So, I mean, let's face it, I had some of these laying around, so I decided to use one of these little smalls. But I decided to try it. And literally, the first of all, the Gatorade comes out a bluish look. So that's part of what's made it the blue. All right. And then you add the rum to it, puts it down to a green right away. But just in case, I mean, I thought of other things for green that I do on a regular basis. Now, you guys know you almost always see me with a Dr. Pepper on my desk. Well, in the summertime, I don't drink always Dr. Pepper. I make iced green tea and a green tea lemonade. And I almost always have a mason jar of a green tea lemonade. I know it looks kind of orangish, but it is green tea, mint green tea, and lemonade added to it. And if I want to spice it up, if I ever make that into my refreshing drink and I go, I want to make a cocktail out of it, you can always add vodka, moonshine, tequila to it, and it's a great additive and it makes a great drink. So, but today we're trying this drink. All right.
Why is mine not green? Oh, there it is. There it is.
You stir it. I had to stir it in. Now I smell it. I still smell the grape more than I smell the rum.
Mine is a lot richer. Maybe I put too much Gatorade in there.
I mixed it shot. So I mean even shot. So 1 ounce, 1 ounce.
Yeah, for me it was more. Let me get a picture of yours because yours is beautiful. Mine looks light in color on my side, but I've got it. I'm looking at it through the lights that are all coming at me for the podcast. All right, but I'm sure on camera it looks a little more greenish. Yeah, it looks beautiful green. Okay, so I'm going to do one.
It does have a unique flavor to it. It's more grape. I taste more grape than I taste the rum.
So it's going to be 1-to-1. Yeah, I just put more. It was like more Gatorade than anything else.
Yeah,
so that's probably why.
But it was a green drink. Green drink, my green pasta.
Oh, the Gatorade.
I love pesto, by the way.
Pesto again.
There we go.
That's funny, but it's still not as emerald as I'd like for it to be. I want it to be a little bit more emerald color, and I don't know what the...
Try to change your ratio up a little bit more. Add a little bit more of your grape Gatorade and a little less of your...
This has more grape Gatorade. This has more Kraken. And they're both about the same color. Yeah. So, yeah, I did more grape in here than anything else. So this one's like definitely a... Yours came out the way it was supposed to. Mine,
I may have more. Yeah, I may have more than... I mean, I didn't play the game. I said about. I don't have my mixers here. So I did about. And I kind of was watching the color as I was mixing it too.
Okay. So, I did not. I just kind of poured, sometimes I can be a little, it's like, oh, let me just pour.
Well, normally we would be making our drinks per flavor. Tonight we're trying to make it per color, which could affect it. So yeah. Color and flavor may not always match.
So this is 94 proof.
Yep.
It's a black spice rum, 94 proof, the Kraken. They are, it says, I can't read what it says. I really can't. It has really pretty writing. So with pretty writing and me being a little blind, I have a hard time reading it. But it was, and I think I might have brought forth the legend of where the Kraken came from. The story comes where it
We
was
got a visitor who wants to say hi.
it was the ship that
No,
was
you can't
attacked
drink-
by
you
the
can't
beast,
drink
the
it.
Kraken. And so it was the first of its kind in the Caribbean spice rum created when the barrels containing that faithful ship were dragged down to the Kraken's lair and stained with this infamous black ink. And it is known as the liquid of unparalleled darkness. So it is caramely, it is toffee, it is spice. There's cinnamon, there's vanilla, there's nutmeg in there. It is absolutely delicious. It lingers. So that's the nice thing about this spice rum is that it does linger a little bit. And so you can see this is like really cool when you get the bottle. You got the Kraken and you got there's a ship right there.
Yep.
And so, yeah, that's the Kraken. It's really cool.
I mean, it's the third or fourth time we've had Kraken rum on the show.
Yeah, this is the one that I've used from the get-go. So I've had this for a little bit. As you can tell, I don't drink all that much rum.
Me neither.
And there were, not really. But if you probably saw, there are some green drinks. There's a Midori sour. So Midori is known for being green. So Midori melon liqueur with vodka, lemon juice, lime juice, and club soda. And then you're going to top it off with some cherries and lemon to make it look pretty. If you do the LA water, which I think it's hilarious because growing up in LA, but this one has all the things. So it's got vodka, it's got gin, tequila, rum, triple sec, the Midori, raspberry liqueur, blue curacao, and sweet and sour. So that one is a darker green. So again, LA water. If anybody's been in LA, you don't drink the water because it's got it all. Then there's a lemonade with cherry vodka, lemon liqueur, green apple syrup, lemon lime soda, like a Sprite, a lemonade, and then you top it off with the cherry on top, which I like. This one I have to send to my brother because he's all about Scooby-Doo. So the Scooby Snack cocktail.
Yeah.
This one has coconut rum, creme de bananas, lemon liqueur, pineapple juice, and then you top it off with whipped cream and a cherry on top. That one sounded just absolutely yummy. Then you got your mermaid water, which goes along with the Kraken, which is your spiced rum, coconut rum, pineapple juice, lime juice, and a splash of blue curacao. I thought I had pineapple juice, but apparently I drank it already, so I had no pineapple juice at the office. Otherwise, I would have made the mermaid water because I have everything else. Congo punch, apple liqueur, lemon liqueur, red berry vodka, berry rush to top. So Hawaiian punch green berry rush to top it off. And then some lemon lime soda. And then you want to do a kiwi slice of cherry to make it look pretty. The pot o' gold martini I thought was cute. Apple vodka, lemon liqueur, pineapple juice, lemon juice. And then you want to make sure you do a gold sugar rim. And then you can put that rainbow sour, to make it look all wavy and cute, to make it look like a rainbow. And then the green Hawaiian cocktail, which is white rum, lemon juice, blue curacao, pineapple juice. Another one that I could have made had I had the pineapple juice. So that one's kind of fun. Put it in a hurricane and then top it off with a lemon wedge to make it look pretty, or a lemon slice. It depends on what you want. So there's a lot of green drinks out there that you can make, which are kind of fun. But it all depends on what you all. But yeah, mine looks brown now. It looks like LA water. So how was your pasta?
My pasta is fabulous. All right. I felt in the beginning like it was missing something, but I sprinkled some garlic powder on top and started putting in, which I think added the flavor. For the amount of pasta I have way too much chicken. So, but it's all right. I did my second drink over here, which was some lemonade and a little bit of a little bit of moonshine.
Okay. What I brought along was Tullamore Dew. Yeah, this one I've had it. I didn't realize it was down at the bottom.
Just tell me it's not from last year.
Yeah. So this one I had gotten, I think I had mentioned to y'all I got this because it was just adorable. Haven't opened it because it's just, I bought it because of the container. So even if this does get drank, I'm keeping the container because it's fun. And then, of course, the Healing whiskey, single grain Irish whiskey, because it's got Portland roots. The master distiller is from Portland. I think I mentioned this before when we had Healing whiskey. He fell in love with a beautiful redhead that's from Ireland, moved to Ireland, went to work for a distillery. And then when they started Healing whiskey, they said, hey, would you come with us? And he did. And so there are some Portland roots on this one. This is their, they have 3 that I can get here in Oregon. They have the one that's not, it's, oh, I can't even remember what it's almost like a Blanco if you're comparing it to tequila. This is the reposado, so that middle. And then there's another one that would be like the añejo. Absolutely delicious, but for price point, I went with the middle, which is the single grain, which is, it's very yummy. So I do like this one. So I brought those 2 just in case I needed to do something else in case this was kind of a dud. I said, you know what? I got my whiskeys. And I did pull out the coconut rum, thinking that I was going to be able to make that other drink, but without the pineapple, it loses it. You can't have it. It's just not the same. But this isn't too bad. It actually tastes very well. I wasn't sure how it was going to go with the pesto or with the lemon in there, but I think it pairs well. You know, so
I think this juice, because I don't have any lemon juice in here, I think this would go well with some lemon.
And I do have lemon. I think I have both lemon and lime. You know what? That's a great idea. I just grabbed it and I didn't bring it in here. It's in the fridge. I'd have to go grab it. But I think that would give it a little something.
I think it would give it a little, yeah. It'll give it a little something.
You know what? I'm gonna go get it. Maybe it'll turn into a brain. I shall be back.
Experiment on the fly, ladies and gentlemen. We were wondering a couple weeks ago when we were discussing this episode, we were like, what are we going to do? All right. It is actually really St. Patrick's Day. I know a lot of you celebrated it in a bunch of different events over the weekend. But for us to actually have a broadcast on St. Patrick's Day, maybe a year or 2 before we actually get it right on the same day. So we decided to do that today and actually just make it green stuff. All right. Which, you know, next week will be a more interesting, one of our classics that we would do in Irish month. But, you know, there's one thing we didn't do this month, but we also took a week off, I think, it is International Women's Month.
Yeah.
And we didn't do anything for women, like any women. I think we did one last month or something, but yeah, not the same.
It lightened up the color a little bit.
What does it do for the flavor?
It gives it a little bit of a kind of fun. I should have grabbed the whole thing of ice, but it tastes really good. And it made my pasta, because I had lemon in the pasta, it just brought the pasta together. Mm-hmm. Because I just did a little splash, just a little bit. I'm going to put it in my bigger one here, see if it lightens up my.
Oh, man.
Just lighten it up just a little bit, not by much, just a little bit. I know, murky waters. Yours was just spot on. But I'm
going to see if I can recreate it again.
It did tie my pasta and chicken together a little bit more. It was fine to begin with, but sometimes one ingredient just ties it in. Similar to, like, I had this, I still have that skirt. The black skirt, it's got this blue flower on it, it's this big. It's one flower. It's really pretty. It looks like it was hand painted. I don't know if it was or not. Probably not. And I would put on my, oh, look, you did recreate it.
Did I do it twice in a row?
Check you out. Look at you. And
I guess I'm the bartender. I get the bartender of the week award.
Yes, you do. We got to give you a badge. Here's a sticker. And I would wear it with the blue top, but then I would put on my purple tights and I'd put on my purple jacket and it would just tie it in. So the purple with the purple. So that's what this does. It ties in your drink with your food. You can do that when you are putting a couch, it can be let's say a gray couch, but then you have an area rug that has some orange in it. You can then throw some orange pillows and it just ties it in. It just brings it together. So in this case, this little bit of lemon in here tied the food together even better. It's like a little cherry on top.
Wow. I thought you were going to start talking purple and yellow and instead of blue and silver and get me all depressed over this basketball thing again.
How the Lakers doing lately? Purple and gold.
Better than the Mavericks.
I'm starting to pay attention a little bit more. I had stepped away from basketball for a little bit. Well, college ball I've been
this month college ball, and I don't usually watch college ball till the Final Four. So yeah.
Oh no, I do kind of watch it. I did win a bracket one time just because I was rooting for Duke, and even though they lost in the conference championship, because I was the only one that had Duke going all the way. Everybody else dropped off. I mean, I won by a landslide. They're like, "How'd you know?" I was like, "I didn't. I just wanted to root for Duke because why not?" One and only time. It's a one and done. That was fun. But I've started to pay attention a little bit more to the Lakers over the last, less than a month. And I'm like, you know what? Growing up in LA, I was a Laker fan, and then I stopped paying attention, and I'm starting to pay attention again. So
I know I was supposed to be a Mavericks fan, but I really hope the Lakers go to the championship and win it this year, and Luka gets a ring.
That'd be funny. That'd be cool. There was a lot of hype with that. In case y'all are not paying attention, just Google Luka. It's a thing. It's a thing. Don't ask me to explain because it's new to me and I'm not on top of all my game. And ask me about liquor. Ask me about health insurance. I'm all over that. Ask me about life insurance. Ask me about infinite banking. I can talk all day long. Ask me about basketball. Go Lakers. That's all I can say. Go Luka. So I got people for that. I can ask other people. And for you all, when you're not sure, that's why you listen to us, because you can come in and ask us any question you want. So if you do have, questions, default. Okay. Robert, which dish? There's something about his mother. There's a dish that his mother fell in love with. Yeah. But we don't. It's Japanese. Gyudon. Oh, so that's one that his mom is all about. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, really, Robert? You drank a whole bottle? How big was the bottle? Because I can drink a little guy, and I can say I drank the whole bottle. So was it a bottle?
Yeah, I could drink a whole bottle too.
Or was it a bottle? There's.
I was on a flight last month.
We love you, Robert.
Coming back from LA, and they gave me the, I got the Bloody Mary, and they gave me the bottle of vodka to add, and I did about half of it into the Bloody Mary and drank the other half straight vodka. No.
So what I did is that I took my my cream, because I was on business travel last week, and so I took my First City cream that I have shown on the podcast. I took it with me because I'm like, I'm going to get coffee and I'm going to put this in my coffee and I'm going to get on the plane with my Starbucks coffee with my whiskey and the cream. I'm going to recreate in hot form one of their drinks. I was a mess that morning, left my phone. I was like, had to borrow somebody's phone to get a hold. It's like not answering, calling the chamber. Hey, can you find me so-and-so's number so that I can, because for once I did not park my car, I got a ride and left my phone fell out of my pocket. And it's always been, do I have my phone? Do I have my ticket? Do I have my charger? Do I have my ID? I had everything. And as I'm going through the door, getting into the airport, I'm like, where's my phone? And that's when the panic started. I had plenty of time. I was fine. I was not going to miss my flight, but I had to make calls to get my phone back. So I was a complete mess. So I did not do any of the things I was thinking of doing. So once I got to Southern California, the first day, I'm like, hey, y'all have to try. So I shared my 3 ounces of creme that I had put into a little container with the 2 ladies, and they're like, this is good stuff. I said, yeah, only in Oregon. So I had to bring Oregon to Southern California to show off First City, Trail Distilling. Love you. I had to share, and they really like it. So I gave them the website in hopes that they will order it. And I don't know if it goes to California, but sometimes, you just need to do what you need to do to bring your alcohol into an airport without them going, you can't do that. And I didn't do it. It was fine. I got to share them. Had I been able to put in my coffee, I wouldn't have been able to share. And I would rather share some good liquor from Oregon than put in my coffee. I was fine. It's not like I needed it. It was just that rebellious me, that I'm like, ooh, this is what I'm going to do. And then I didn't. It's funny.
April 4th and 5th, we can meet in LA. Just saying.
Oh, really? Okay. What's going on? And we can talk later.
Yeah. May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, we can meet in Palm Springs. I'll be there.
Oh, yes. So for those of you that are wanting to get into the music industry, somehow you're a musician or you want to serve the industry, there is an event that is going on in May. Message us. We'll give you the deets.
Yep.
Get you there.
I'll be there.
We'll be there. I don't know that I will, but Tim will be there.
Yeah, you will.
I do got my timeshare, so I could always get my timeshare and make my way to Palm Springs. Oh my goodness. So in Palm Springs, if y'all didn't know, Palm Springs is desert. In case y'all didn't know, Palm Springs is desert. Nice and warm. It's perfect. However, there is a tram that if you take the tram up, and it takes like 15 minutes to get to the top, the weather changes by like 20 degrees.
Yep.
And it is green. The temperature is beautiful. You can go on a hike. There's trees. Like
sometimes you get up there and there's snow.
That too. Depends on the time of year. And it is just night and day. Absolute night and day. And it is just fun. And so there's so much to do. Oh my goodness, there's so much to do in Palm Springs, Indio area. As much as I always whined and complained about going, I almost moved there when I was in junior high. My mom almost moved us there. My thing was, there's a skating ring at the mall. We didn't move there, so I completely missed that. But I got to go there as an adult, had a lot of great times. So here we go. Okay, where else are you going to be this year?
I'll be in Nashville this weekend.
You're doing in
Actually,
Nashville?
I'll be at the Gaylord Nashville Opryland for a friend's event.
Okay. And mind you all, Mr. Tim here says, I'm not going to be doing speaking events. I'm not going to be traveling. I'm not going to. But if he cares for you, he should be there for you. That's what he does. He's a support magnet. He helps others. And in helping others, people love him and they support him in return. So.
Well, I actually The reason I'm going to be at this one here this weekend, and then in April 4th, 5th, is I messaged the two people who lead these two events. And I said, you two people should know each other, and I would love to see you speak on each other's stages.
Aw.
And in a matter of 48 hours, that came to fruition, to which I was told, so are you coming to the event? From both people.
So now you have to be at both.
I have to be at both events now since I orchestrated the speaking. All right. Anyway.
I still taste the grape Gatorade in here.
The grape Gatorade still overpowers it, no matter how much rum you add to it.
Therefore, if you are doing Kraken with grape Gatorade, be careful, because when something is this smooth and does not feel like you're drinking an alcoholic drink, guess what? You're going to drink way too much of it, and then the next day, you're going to be paying for it. Mind you, Kraken is good stuff, so it's not one of those that will easily give you a headache. But if you drink too much, anything that is good for you will taste good.
I am going to taste just some of the Kraken by itself because it's been a while.
Oh, you know what? I have not had Kraken by itself in a long time. The first time I tried it, I was like, going, what the heck is this?
God, I forgot how smooth of a rum that is.
Ooh.
For a dark rum, it's very buttery, very smooth, goes down very easy, all by itself. Oh my God, I forgot because I don't drink rum that much.
I don't either. So in this case, I had a little bit left of the other drink. I put a splash to clear it off. Now I can drink it. I tell that whenever I'm doing a tequila tasting, is you do one sip to cleanse the palate. The second one is to taste it.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is that it is already lingering. So
yeah. Kraken by itself is a good thing. So I can see by tasting it, I can see why the Gatorade would overpower it. Yeah. This is a natural sugars, this rum, natural sugars, right? Artificial sugars. The artificial sugars are going to overpower the natural sugars every time.
And I did go with the zero, which is supposed to have zero sugars. However, even though it has zero sugar.
It has zero sugar. It has some sort of chemical into it, probably right. Chemical sugar.
Has 160 milligrams of sodium, 0 calories per serving, yet 10 calories per container. Of course, I can't read it because I just can't. 50 milligrams of potassium and less than 1 gram of total carbohydrates. Y'all, so as somebody said, this is not grape, this is purple flavor.
Yes.
So if anybody wants to know what
it says right on the top, right here, does not contain fruit juice.
So if you want grape, go with Welch's. If you want purple flavor, go with Gatorade.
Yeah,
I learned the difference about 3 or 4 years ago. I bought somebody Welch's and it's like, no, there's a difference. I want grape flavor. Purple flavor. It's purple flavor, not grape juice. Big difference. This is purple flavor. So
it has like a blue and red dye into it. But here's the thing: is there's only one reason I keep Gatorade in my refrigerator. All right. I think like I have to hydrate. I'm in an emergency situation and I need to hydrate because if I start getting cramps or something, I know hydrate. That'll hydrate me quicker. Or even I think we have some of that like Pedialyte in the refrigerator for the baby. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, those are things I don't drink them on a regular basis, but if I'm in a bind, all right, I've not got enough water in the day and I'm starting to dehydrate, that will kind of help you out. And I'm not drinking the whole container of it. I'm probably having a shot of it or a cup of it. That's it. All right. And then I'm going to switch right back to water and try to get it out because I don't like drinking the chemically. As a guy who drinks Dr. Pepper, and I just started getting the real sugar Dr. Peppers again. Okay. And getting away from the standard canned ones. Believe it or not, I like a lot of natural drinks. I don't like a lot of substitute drinks. Dr. Pepper, yeah, there you go, Robert. Dr. Pepper is the best doctor in the world. Although, Robert, I'm going to tell you right now, we both know Glenn Morshower, and Glenn taught me this. You've never had a Dr. Pepper in your life. You've had a Der Pepper. There is no period. Glenn Morshower hit me with that somewhere down the line, and I've never forgotten. Well, then if Glenn says it, it's almost like gospel. You know that, right?
Yeah. It's Glenn Morshower. Yeah, he's awesome. He's amazing. So I do drink a Gatorade when I am racing, because usually at the aid stations they have Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that drives me crazy is when they have red Gatorade. It's give me lemon, give me lime, give me orange, any light color. Because if you're a runner, you're grabbing and going and you're drinking, and half of it is going to spill. So I usually wear dark colors, because I know if I spill and I spill red, it's not on a white shirt or anything like that. And we tell them, do not do red. Do clear, that the white one, do the lemon lime, do the orange. If it spills, who cares? And whenever there's red, it's like, oh. And so then I have to be more careful so I don't make a mess, even though I'm wearing black most of the time that I run. But yes, I drink a lot of Gatorade. If you need to hydrate with the electrolytes, Gatorade. I also have IV hydration that I get at Costco. Great stuff. It multiplies your hydration. So if you need to hydrate, water is not enough. You need to get the electrolytes to really get your body hydrated. And when it comes to cramping, one quick tip coming from somebody that's a runner, and I do Spartan and other crazy races, is carry packets of yellow mustard. Yellow mustard will get you will get those cramps away within minutes. So if you're doing crazy stuff, just do yellow mustard. It's essentially a teaspoon.
Yeah.
You're going to be good to go.
Mustard, but this is my chiropractor gave this to me.
Yes, I have those.
You the
limit.
Add the water. I haven't tried it yet. I actually got it here. I promised him I'd try it, but
it's salty. It's salty. I have some with my Run with Beer folks. It was one of the things that we were able to get, and it was like, oh my goodness, it is so salty. And when you make your own hydration, it is all about the salt. I'd rather have the IV stuff, which is not salty, but that's what you're going to have, just so you know what you're going to get.
Wait a minute. We were talking on Craig's call today about that new hydration powder from Liquid Death.
Oh,
which I think we should have we should do Liquid Death taste tests on the show someday.
I have tasted Liquid Death. I was impressed with their water at $2.79 plus 10 cents CRV, the California redemption value, Oregon redemption, whatever. It's 10 cents more on top of each can. Unless I go up to 10, which I'm not going to do unless I have to.
The April event, the guy who's in charge of their marketing is going to be at Craig's event.
Okay. Maybe we can get some samples and then we'll throw them on the podcast.
Maybe.
Just saying.
So we should try it. All right. It's a drink. It may not be an alcoholic drink, but yeah, we should try it. We try it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
This is the thing that says we try any drink on our podcast right here. If we had Gatorade on our podcast, we're willing to sample anything.
I will drink you on my runs because you do hydrate. You all know the history of Gatorade? Started in Florida.
Yeah.
Florida. And they saw the difference that it made when they started doing that hydration. Yeah. Mind you, they have come a long way since they started way back when. This is the zero, so there's no sugar in it, but there's other chemicals like always. But I don't care if there's sugar, no sugar in it. I will drink it when I'm on the race course because hydration is hydration. We do need to hydrate whether we like for it or not. And I notice the difference when I do my hydration and my nutrition when I'm doing a half marathon. If I don't do what I'm supposed to do at mile 10, I will hit a wall, which I did in August because I didn't do my normal stuff. And those last 3 miles, I was suffering. Worst time ever in my half marathon. And then the next half marathon, I did all my things. I didn't do my less than 2 hours, but I was at 2 hours, 11 minutes. Considering all my health issues that I've had, the cough that I last went to see a specialist ENT for this, I have meds that I have to go pick up. I will start on the treatment. So hopefully in the next month, this constant cough will go away. But if you do the things you're supposed to do, then including hydration, nutrition, you will be fine. So yeah, as much as we're going to make fun of Gatorade, I'm still going to drink it when I'm on the race course. So.
Well, no, I got introduced. I really never thought about it, but I got introduced to Gatorade when I was riding motorcycle a lot, and I was visiting a friend in a hospital in some small town in Arkansas, and we were talking about different problems we have when we're riding. And I said, man, I always get cramps in my foot when I'm riding for a long period of time. And one girl said, stop and drink a Gatorade.
Oh,
I'm like, huh?
What?
I'm like, huh? She goes, yeah. She says, you're dehydrating. She says, the older you get, the more you got to hydrate. The older you get, the more you're going to have to hydrate. And you are out there, you think about it, on the motorcycle on a hot day, it's sucking the sweat out of you.
Right.
And I didn't know that. I never put 2 and 2 together. And that was also where I learned that when I learned that later in life, I went back to what we would call, if you went to high school with me, the killer quarter mile or the killer 400, which was I did track and I was really good at running. So I joined the track team. The first I think they call it the 400 back then, maybe the 440 that I was to run that day. I was nervous because it was my first one for the new high school. And I was like, I didn't eat all day, didn't drink all day, didn't do anything all day because I was nervous. And I got halfway around the track and man, did I cramp up. And I'm like, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish this. I mean, and it killed me to get across the finish line, but I did. But I got made fun of it because well, this guy's useless. I can't do this anymore. I quit. I literally quit the track team because of it. And it wasn't until years later I realized didn't eat, didn't drink because I was nervous. I was dehydrated. Had I had water that day, I probably would have been able to run that race. I may not have come in first place, but I would have not killed myself on the run. And I would have went on to do more things with track.
Yeah. Yeah. Nutrition, hydration is huge. It's huge. And I had never had an issue with the half marathon. And I realized I just did not. The hydration was okay, but it was my nutrition that, because of this cough, this cough was so new. It started in July, and then I have a half marathon in August. That I was concerned, didn't do what I was supposed to do, and it hit me. And then the next race, I downgraded from a half to a 10K. I was okay with that. The next one, there was no downgrade to a 10K. And so I made sure that I did the nutrition. Y'all, hydration is so important. And it's not just day of or day before. You have to constantly be hydrating. But the cramping mustard is a great way. Pickle juice is another great way. And now that I'm doing trail running, that's been a lot of fun. I came in second in my age group at my last trail run. It was a 7-miler. They called it a quarter marathon, whatever. It was 7 miles. It was supposed to be 6.6. It was 7. But I came in second. It's fine. I can get better, but you have to do the things. And hydration, sans the spiced rum, is the way to go. Just saying. And alcohol will dehydrate you. So lately you're hearing a lot of, not that I'm on TikTok, but I hear through people that on TikTok, they're like, oh, drink the Gatorade with the blah, blah, blah to maintain your hydration. You really watch what you're drinking because you need to stay safe. You need to stay hydrated because you really need to suffer the next day. Just saying, y'all. And drink high quality because if you're drinking the cheap stuff, that you're going to get a headache. I've gotten sick.
Life's too short to drink bad alcohol.
Yeah, I did that once way back when. I did a couple of shots of tequila, and that was enough to make me sick. And I realized, how did I get sick over 2 shots of tequila? Because I didn't want to leave it there. Should not have done it. I was 20 something, and it made me sick. And I realized I don't do bottom shelf.
Wait a minute. Remember the episode that we did with the peach schnapps? And I was sick for a week afterwards. Yep.
I felt so bad for you. Yes. Yeah.
We haven't done a schnapps. Wait a minute. We haven't had schnapps on the podcast since.
I try to stay away from schnapps.
Schnapps is just a cheap alcohol. It's a cheap drink.
Know your metabolic rate. Thank you there, Robert. Yes. Yeah. You have to know your body.
Yeah.
If you don't know your body, you're going to be doing some crazy stuff. But just be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Don't be doing things that are going to make you sick because there's no reason for that. Why are you going to do that? We've talked about it. If you have a drinking problem, seek help.
Yeah.
It's all about taste. Enjoy what you're drinking without getting to that point of you're being sick. That's no fun. We don't want you to get there. I know. Yes. Face yourself. And no, because what Tim here can drink, I can't keep up. The boy is bigger than I am.
Yeah, we won't talk about Tim and his drinking and how he got it from his family. But I don't drink like that anymore. I don't.
You know what? We always had alcohol in the house and we never had a drinking problem in my household. But what I found out many years later is that my dad, before he moved out, he had a drinking problem. And I look back and I remember him being in the AA, and he was sober for 30 some odd years. Thank you, Jimmy. Yes, we will agree with you. Anything schnapps, not the best. But you know what? I will celebrate anybody. One of my friends, she just celebrated, I think it was 8 years. And it was like, you know what? She's like in the gym all the time, doing the thing. Okay. One of my friends calls me a normie. Because I can drink without, sometimes during when I was doing the soft 75, I only drank on podcast day and I didn't drink the rest of the week. There's days that I'm like, do I want to drink? It's like, yeah, I'll have a drink. I will threaten my alcohol that I'm going to have a drink. Oh, stops that burn. Yeah, no. Thank you for reminding us. Really?
Is that true?
I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
We're going to have to look it up because, just because it's on the internet doesn't mean I believe it. I'm just saying. Just because never mind.
Well, coming from somebody that's so thin as you are.
Anyway.
Make sure you sign up for our Insiders Club.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, where's the things? Join our Insiders Club. Go to likethewayyoudrink.com. Must be 21 to join. All right. Do some fun things with us over the next couple of months. Promise we're going to do some fun things, do some tastings with us, help us plan some of our shows out. All right. And a show every year with us. So likethewayyoudrink.com. There's a thing on the form on there for you to sign up. You must be 21 to join because we cannot do anything alcohol related with you if you're not over 21. And it is our way to build an email list.
We're just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah. Transparent, we're letting you know. You
can
unsubscribe if you don't like us, and that's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, this show is brought to you every week, ladies and gentlemen, by our businesses pay the bills around here. Our businesses put this whole thing on every week. Our businesses pay for our alcohol.
Even if we've had it for a year.
Yes. I can't tell you how many times my business has bought a bottle of whiskey that I needed for a podcast. Yeah. The only time, wait a minute, the only time I've ever used somebody else's whiskey was the time I had to transport Craig's Angel's Envy from South Texas back home. And I said, I will, but I'm going to use it on the podcast on Monday night to make an old fashioned. And he said, okay. So we used it. But anyway, Craig's been on our podcast. He was on our 100th. You know, we're only 11 podcasts away from 150. Do you realize that? How close we are to 150?
It's been fun. We have new followers. It's, oh no, Jimmy Owens. Oh no. Yeah, I know. What are we going to do at 150? Jimmy, you have to be here. We will make a big deal. We will make a big deal at 200, at 175. We will make a big deal whenever we can make a big deal about it, because this has been fun.
Yeah.
And it was, and we will always blame Craig for Craig, because of Craig because of Craig, Tim and I met, but it wasn't just because we met, because we had known each other for some time before Tim and I actually connected at an event at Craig's house. When you like deep dive and you work with Craig on a separate level, that makes a huge difference. That's when you make the true connections with the people that you want to connect with, that are just going to be fun, or they're going to make your business, or they're just going to help elevate you. So this was one that was fun, but it was a great relationship that we've had.
Well, I'm going to do this, and Dustwalt, you owe me for another pitch. I'm just saying, Dustwalt, you owe me when I say this. Is we were in his elite program, and we met on an elite day. All right. And right now he's doing his new program is called, gosh, Jimmy, what is the name of his new program? It's the elite, now his elite program. I want to say it's like Accelerator or something like that. And he's doing a whole special in April to sign up for it. And I am a living testament that his senior program works. All right. I mean, when I came to Craig, I was trying to build a coaching business. I now co-own 5 different companies, and I built my businesses right. All right, because of Craig teaching me. So, but that's where Gladys and I met. We went at an elite event because we were both in his elite accelerator. Yeah. We were in what the program was before the accelerator program. It was called the elite program. Very similar programs, and yeah. So I'm in his mastermind for life because of the deal I made with him, and you know, I would not be where I'm at if I did not go through Craig's programs. And I say that with utmost praise for the guy, because I know a lot of coaches and I know a lot of people out there, and it takes us and one of his coaches, one of Craig's coaches, I had the chance to sign up and be in his program, and I turned it down, and I went, something said the wrong thing. And when I signed back up with Craig and I did the elite program, that coach came to me, who was Craig's coach, and said, "You made the right decision for you. I'm proud of you." All right. And I made a salesman and a half, and he told me that because he knew that I was literally in tune with what I was trying to do.
Well, when Tim and I connected, I had a one-to-one day with Craig, and he saw, "This is your next book." And I said, "Wait, what?" He saw, "This is your next book." So this book came about because of Craig. My first book came about because of Craig. So this was 2016. This was 2025.
Yeah.
All because of Craig.
Yeah.
So this has been Craig's doing. He's all about helping his people get to the next
podcast. This is not a Craig Dustwalt podcast. Craig, you owe my ass.
We're giving him the love today. So Craig, once in a while we give you the love.
Yeah.
So with
anyway,
that,
our businesses pay the bills around here. All right. Gladys and I, so you get to hear a commercial from each one of our businesses. We tell you a little bit about us and if we can help you, or you can tell some of your friends about us. All right. And let's start off with Miss Gladys, because she is the female in the group.
Gladys Botwell, Interns by Design. I help employers become employer of choice providing employee benefits, because there are 101 ways that you can attract and retain quality staff. If you want to know how to do this, this book will help you get there. If you go to Insurance Design Pros, on the upper left-hand corner, you will see the white paper for this particular information. But if you go to Amazon, you can find my book, and it will go in a little bit more detail. But if you want to have a conversation to see, hey, how can I do this? Go to enrollnoworegon.com, and that is my calendar link. Let's have a conversation. It doesn't matter what state you're in. I can help you in Oregon, Washington, California. If you're in a different state, guess what? I have brokers throughout the U.S. that will help you reach your goals, but we'll start the conversation. So go to enrollnoworegon.com, get on my calendar, or have the conversation. And I will pass it on to my co-host, Tim.
Hey guys, my name is Tim Gillette. I do Simple Easy websites. Simple Easy Marketing has been my trademarked programs about getting your word out there, getting your name out there, getting your success systems down, making it simple and easy. In 2023, we started Simple Easy websites to help you build an affordable solution to having your website up and going at all times. We build it, we maintain it. So basically our motto is, we'll build your website, you go take care of your business. We got it for you. So actually one of the people in here tonight, Jimmy Owens. All right. Jimmy Owens is a customer of ours. We do two of Jimmy's websites for him. We do Gladys's website for her. All right. We're all about doing people right and taking care of the good people. And I'll tell you, everybody who I promote the people who I do their websites. And currently I am running a class on Wednesday nights. All right. If you want to find out more, we did lesson 1 last week, but we're how to monetize your website. If you want to get on that class, I can put you a deal in, and you get in week 2 through 5, and then get the recordings. All right. Reach out to me, simpleeasywebsites.com. All right. Send me a message. I'll connect with you. That being it, man.
Thank you for being here. Next week, got another podcast with fun food and drinks.
Yep. And we're bringing back an old favorite next week. You better be here to find out what it is.
That's right.
Just saying. Cheers, guys.